Hey guys, what's going on? I just want to take this video to show you the 29 gallon. It's been a little while since I've taken a video on this tank, and there are kind of a lot of changes to it, and I just thought I would share with you guys. So if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that this tank is going to be coming down. I'm going to take it apart once 110 gallon gets set up. All the plants in this tank are going to be going in that tank. So right now this is kind of just a farm for me to grow out as many plants as I can, and when I see a good deal on the plants on the forums, like for example this plant right here, this is Rotala, sorry, let me look at my notes, Rotala rundifolia, this plant right here. I got all of this, I think there's about 100 to 120 stems right there. I got all that for $15 shipped. So I couldn't pass that up, and so I had to make room in this tank. So I'm going to be using that plant in the 110 gallon for sure. I now have quite a forest of regular baby tears. And those are Hemanthias micranthemioides. Sorry, I just butchered that, but so it's not dwarf baby tears, it's not giant baby tears, it's called regular baby tears. So I have a lot of that. I really like this plant a lot. It grows super quick. I like the color and the shape, and I just love this plant. It's probably my favorite plant right now. As you can see, I have a lot of Star-Jen repens. I have about 150 stems of Star-Jen repens. And there, right there in the middle, is the Pogostemon Hellfry that I got from PetSmart. I only have about 8 stems of that left, but of the 8 I have, I think they're all going to make it. So I'll start getting that here pretty soon. I got, I forget the name of that plant. Anubias nana, that's what it is, Anubias nana right there. I got that from PetSmart also. I'm not sure if it's the Anubias nana petite or if it's the regular one. If it's the regular one, it turns out if it gets really big, I'll end up not using that in the 110 gallon. I'm gonna be using only small fish in the 110 gallon, just like in this tank. So I want to keep the scale really small. I don't want any plants with really big leaves. Let's see. One of my favorite plants right now is going to be this plant right here in the middle of the frame. That is called Lobelia cardinalis dwarf. I really like that plant. It got thrown in with a plant package that I bought, and this guy said, hey, I'll throw one of those in for you. Didn't think of anything of it at the time until I got it and put it in. And I think it's a really great little plant. There's my Blixa japonica. Really not doing anything at all. There is new growth on it, so it's not dying. It's not taking off like I would like to see it. I'm not sure what this plant is, but it's supposed to be Rotala rundifolia. That plant and this plant are supposed to be the same thing. But as you can see, they don't look anything alike at all. I read that depending on where it comes from in the world, Vietnam, Southeast Asia, other places that it comes from, it can have different leaf shapes. So it's supposed to be the same species, but I guess it can look really different. I have Ludwigia red right there coming out. I have like 6 stems of that. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I have the Hydrocauda Japan right there. I'm not sure if I like this plant or not. It's supposed to carpet, and you can see those nodes right there are kind of going straight up. It's not really doing what I want it to do, so I'm not sure if those are going to make it into the 110 gallon. Let's see what else I have in here. I think that just about covers it. One of the things I did to change this tank up was I moved the diffuser right underneath the intake of the power head right there. So it throws CO2 all over the tank, and I found that I don't need as much CO2 to get my drop checker a nice lime green. Also, what I did was I took down the 10 gallon tank. If you remember seeing that video in the older videos that I have, come on, focus. There it goes. I used the I don't know if you can see it here, but there's the light from that tank. So I have the 6 bulbs that I originally used on this tank, and then I also have these extra 3 bulbs. And since I put those 3 bulbs on there and moved the diffuser, I've been able to see that my plants are pearling a lot more. Let's see if it gets focused. There it goes. You can see a couple bubbles on that one up there. You can kind of see up there that there's some purling going on, which is really exciting. That was my main inspiration for starting a Planta tank, was to get it to purl. I've also stopped being lazy, and I'm back on my fertilizer schedule, the EI fertilizing on this tank, and since I've started doing that, I've really seen it take off. So I am now a believer in fertilizing. Everything's been growing better with that. Okay guys, well I think that's going to end this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, any of that, feel free to ask me. And thanks for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.